Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. This is IMAX Sports with another football video, and today I'm going over the AFC and NFC Championships and my predictions for each of those games. So I've been doing predictions videos every single week on the channel, and I am currently 7-3 in the playoffs. I was 3-3 in the wildcard round. I was 4-0 last week in the divisional round. So hopefully I can advance to 9-3 this week, but we'll see. So our two games this week are Bucks-Packers and Bills-Chiefs. The Packers are the 1 seed, the Chiefs are the 1 seed, and then in the NFC, the Bills are the 2 seed and the Bucks are the 5 seed. So we have 1 versus 5 and 1 versus 2. One thing I'd like to say for all of you guys who have been with the channel for a long time, I'm going to be lowering the amount of videos that I do because I have school now. And I'm going to try to get on a more consistent schedule with myself, and I also won't have as much time to do videos. I'll probably be doing videos at nighttime, and they'll probably all come out around 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. I'll probably set all of them for 10 a.m. Eastern time so that there's more consistency when the videos come out, and so that I won't be making the videos in the mornings. I'll have them pre-made, and I can put them out when they're ready. So that's just kind of a little bit of how I'm going to be doing the channel from now on, but I can go into more of that at the end of the video or in the comments, but let's get into it. So our first game this weekend is the NFC Championship game. The NFC Championship game is at 3:05 Eastern Time, or 4:05, 5:05, or 6:05 for Central, Mountain, and Pacific. So 3:05 Eastern Time is when I'm going to be watching this game. It's Bucks-Packers, and I'm very excited for this game. This will be the 5th matchup between Tom Brady and either Drew Brees or Aaron Rodgers this season. He rarely has played either of them in the past because they didn't meet in any Super Bowls, and he was in the AFC while they were in the NFC. But on the occasional matchups they did play, they're always fantastic games. And this year, Tom Brady is not only played Brees twice and Rodgers once in the regular season, but he's meeting both of them in the playoffs. And he already beat Brees last week in a 30-20 win over the Saints, and he has Aaron Rodgers and the Packers this week. And I have the Buccaneers winning against the Packers. I have the Buccaneers winning 31-30. And a lot of people don't think that the Buccaneers team is very strong, but the reason why I have the Buccaneers beating the Packers is because I have watched Tom Brady ever since I was born. Tom Brady won the first Super Bowl around the time I was born. And so I've been watching Tom Brady, grew up with Tom Brady. I see his dominance in the playoffs. And I just can't bet against 32-11. If you're 32-11 in the playoffs, you're doing something right, and I can't bet against Tom Brady. Aaron Rodgers, on the other hand, is 11-8, which is very good. Most quarterbacks aren't 11-8 in the playoffs. But if you have 8 losses and 11 wins, and your opponent has 3 extra losses, but 3 times the wins, I just can't fathom betting against Tom Brady. Especially when he has Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Rob Gronkowski, Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones. Cameron Brate's always been a solid tight end. He's done phenomenally for them in the playoffs. Scotty Miller had some amazing catches. I think he caught every ball that he was throwing in the Saints game. I mean, their offense hasn't clicked every game of the season, but it's clicked when it needed to. And especially last week, their offense didn't play very well. To be completely frank with you, their offense played terribly. The defense is what won that game. Those 4 turnovers are what won that game for the Buccaneers. And as psychology tells us, statistics tell us, things will regress towards the mean. As statistical data tells us, if the Bucs offense is a bad game, then the next week they'll have a better game. Statistically, they'll regress towards the mean. And I think that the Buccaneers offense will improve for next week because they're against a slightly easier defense. The Packers defense is still very strong, but I think the Saints defense is a little bit stronger. And if Tom Brady has that pressure from Aaron Rodgers to do well, then he will do well. As I said in my Power Rankings video, I think that this Packers offense is too strong to not put up 30 points against any of the remaining defenses. I think that none of the remaining defenses are strong enough to keep the Packers below 30. So I have the Packers getting 30. I have the Bucs winning 31-30 in a tight game. And I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this, but I think the Buccaneers will win this game. Not because they have a better team, but because they have Tom Brady. A few hours later, after the Bucs-Packers game, we have Bills-Chiefs. Bills-Chiefs is the AFC Championship game, and this game is going to be played at 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 5:40 Central, 4:40 Mountain, and 3:40 Pacific. So Buffalo Bills versus Kansas City Chiefs is the AFC Championship matchup, and I have this being a very high-scoring game. Neither of these defenses were very impressive this season. Buffalo had a very strong defense last year, and their defense this year has had its ups and downs, but it hasn't been as consistent. Kansas City has not had a consistent defense at all. It's a middle-of-the-pack defense, and it's not a bad defense, but it's a middle-of-the-pack defense. It's probably the worst of the four remaining teams. And with that being said, with the high-poweredness of these offenses, Buffalo scoring over 31 points a game, Kansas City scoring almost 30, and their defense is not being very strong, I think that Buffalo has the advantage in this matchup. I think that Patrick Mahomes is coming off of a concussion. He might not be playing, and if he does play, he won't be at 100%. You can't be at 100% a week after getting hit that hard in the head. He was even wobbling as he was running into the tent. But I think that the Chiefs will probably march Patrick Mahomes onto the field, and I don't know if he'll be able to recover enough. But even with Mahomes at full strength, I do think the Bills are a stronger team. I think that they're a more complete team. I think that on offense, both of these teams have their ups and downs. But the Bills have that two-back backfield with Devin Singletary and Zach Moss, and that threat of Josh Allen running. Patrick Mahomes has the same threat of running, but it's not as much as Josh Allen. Josh Allen had I believe 8 rushing touchdowns this season on top of his almost 40 passing, and he's one of the best dual threat quarterbacks in the NFL, if not the best dual threat quarterback in the NFL this season. Because some people say Lamar is, but Josh Allen has more of the passing aspect. Lamar is a good passer, but Josh Allen perfects both passing and rushing, and is a major threat in both. I've watched multiple Bills games. They don't have a lot of big name players like the Chiefs do, but they have a lot of strong, solid players. Cole Beasley and Stephon Diggs leading the charge with John Brown behind them is a very solid 3 front wide receivers to have, and their tight end, I believe his name is Knox. He's very good as well. Buffalo, I just think, is a slightly stronger team at this point in the season. And although Kansas City has Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, and some other very strong, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I still think that Buffalo will pull out the victory here, and the Bills will be advancing to the Super Bowl. This was my prediction. The first week of the playoffs, I predicted the Bills to make it to the Super Bowl. I predicted them to be against the Seahawks, but I had 3 of the 4 teams correct. I had Bills, Chiefs, and I had either Seahawks, Packers, or Seahawks, Bucks. I don't remember which one, but I knew it would be Seahawks against the Packers or the Bucks, and I knew it would be Bills versus Chiefs. So I had 3 of the 4 teams. Let's see if the Bills do win the Super Bowl, or if an NFC team will upset them, or if Kansas City knocks them out early. We'll find out this weekend, and I hope you guys enjoy. So these are my predictions. Let me know what you guys think. What are your predictions? Comment down below. And do you guys want me to do live stream this week? I didn't do one last weekend because I've been preparing for school, but and I'll need to see what my schoolwork looks like. I'll try to get some schoolwork done, but we'll see about me doing the Bills-Chiefs game next weekend. So comment down below if you want to see that and what video ideas you want to see coming up. Because as the NFL season's coming to a close, I'm running out of ideas. And so if you guys give me any suggestions for videos, I'll try and fit them into my schedule. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. As always, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out.